Yes. Super excited today. I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. Five. I weighed today. Today's Saturday for me, where I am, and 5 pounds in 5 days. Now, remember, I started eating WILDFIT Spring. That's one of our seasons in WILDFIT on Monday. So I weighed Saturday morning. So first thing this morning before eating, it was like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., something like that. Maybe 5:30, something like that. So 5 pounds in 5 days. I am super excited. Oh my goodness, because of the way I'm documenting this. I am documenting it. I want you to see what happens to the body. I'm doing a 30-day countdown until we start our WILDFIT class. If you want to join the momentum of this happy train, jump on the new WILDFIT class. It starts September 20th. For information, go to snapbackbodywild.com. There's a link below. If you go to the About tab and click on the PDF file, there's all the information about the class. You can register for the class. If you enroll before September 15th, you get a nice discount. So sign up for the class. I want you to be able to have these experiences, and I'm excited to see what experiences you will have. WILDFIT gives you the tools that you need to feel better, to release the weight. I am super excited. So this is I wanted to talk to you about this. So today is day 6. It's 3:45. Wow, it seems so early to write down. It's 3:45 p.m. and day 6 of me eating WILDFIT Spring. I've been making videos every day talking to you about what I'm eating. If you go to the playlist under WILDFIT Cooking, you'll see the meals, the foods. And I'm doing 60 days of WILDFIT meals because when you join the class, I want you to have variety of recipes because that's super important. And so so those are there. Those will be posted. So I'm making them every day, a video. And I just wanted to talk to you about the things that I'm most noticing. The best thing is I feel really good. I just feel it's like euphoric. I feel really good. And so that's the number one thing. And I remembered that when I was going through my WILDFIT class, that was what Eric and me said, that the number one thing people said was how they felt. And I feel really good. So that's exciting. I have mental clarity, no brain fog, no fatigue. My mind is clear. I make clear choices, clear decisions. I'm not second guessing anything. I decide and I do it. I'm clear on what I want. My intention is clear. I've been playing around with decision and what it does when you have decided. However, it requires mental clarity, which comes from what you're putting into your body. And this is this is the beginning of day 6 for me of eating WILDFIT. So go to snapbackbodywild.com for more information. You can sign up for a discovery call. So I can do a call with you so that you can ask any questions that you have. I will answer those for you. And class starts September the 20th. It's a 90-day class. So you will have a video to watch, a short video, 10 to 15 minutes to watch every day. I like to watch them in the mornings. And then our class will meet for a live class 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll meet. That way you can ask any questions. You can hear the successes of your classmates. That was my favorite thing, was hearing what people were healing. And I didn't know what I healed until after the class, because I had my labs drawn after the class and then a CT follow-up after the class. And that's something as well that was said, is that we hear amazing things during the 90-day class, but it would be really great to hear from you 3 months after, 6 months after, a year after, because most diets, and every diet I've ever done in the past, if you had talked to me a year after, I would have been telling you how much weight I gained, or better yet, not saying anything because I gained the weight. With this, it gets better and better. It's a lifestyle. It is a transformational health program. It unfolded and unraveled everything I thought I knew about health. And I owned a yoga studio. I thought I knew most things about health, and this unraveled everything. So much of what we think is good for us, it's media. the food industry who is selling a product also is telling you it's good for you. And so we're intertwining, we're not separating the two. And there are a lot of things that we're eating every day that we actually think are good for us that are toxic to the body. And so instead of eating them every day, it's a whole unfolding. This program teaches you, you will feel differently about foods. You actually will. And it changes the way you think about certain foods. It actually does. So I talked about, I wanted to tell you the 5 things that I've noticed, the key 5 things that I've noticed during my so far 6 days. Number 1 is I feel good, which I said. Number 2, the mental clarity, the sureness, the knowing. Oh, this feels so good. Number 3 is I wake up, I get up. I have energy. Today I got up and what was my goal? I was like, I get up at 4 a.m. I meditate for an hour and a half. My goal was to stay up after that and exercise. I wanted to do Ashtanga, which is a yoga, or ballet for an hour after that, instead of going back to sleep and then waking up like an accident in time for work at 8 a.m. And I'm like, if I can stay awake, that is sacred time to start my day the way I want it. So I get up, I stay up, I wake up, I get up, I stay up. It just feels good. And so energy is there. Something that I haven't told you about since I started was the ketones. I've been measuring the ketones in my body. Now I'm using the urine strips. I really didn't want to prick my fingers every day. I didn't want to have a little sensitive spot every day. And I didn't want to do the breathalyzer, because there's so much that can alter the results. So I've been using the urine strips, and they look like this. And I will put a link below so that you can get a discount. Again, I love discounts, and I love sharing those and passing those on. So this is the chart. So day 1, the strip was here. Day 2, day 3, there was a little pink. It almost looked like, and then day 4, it was half and half. Today it was clearly pink. And at times it looked here. So I've got ketones, I'm in ketosis. And so that is the 4th thing that I'm noticing. And this is only day 6. And I actually had to count the days to find out how many days I had been on it. Any other diet I've ever been on, it's like day 2. Like I always know. This one I literally had to count because it's so comfortable. It's like, I know the foods I'm eating. I make them. I eat them. I eat what I want. I eat what I want. And I feel good. Like that's easy. Every other diet I've done, whether I was counting things or taking things away or raw food, those were hard. They were difficult. It took like willpower. This is just everyday life. It's as casual as walking down the street, walking down the boardwalk. So those are the 4 things. And the 5th thing, which I like to call my and one, in basketball, how let's say you hit a 2 or the player hits a 2 and then they get fouled and then they get a 1, they get a free throw and 1. So my and one is that I released 5 pounds. It's a pound a day. And I'm eating what I want, eating when I want. So this is, again, I'm eating WILDFIT Spring. I'm just wanting to document what happens with the body when you're on this program, and also noting that if you have a lot to heal, your weight loss will be slower. So when I was in the program myself, I lost 20 pounds during the 90 days. I felt it was slower than I wanted to. However, I had a lot to heal. My pressure was high, my sugar was high, my cholesterol was high, my triglycerides were high, and my lungs, they were very damaged. I had lost the bottom 2/3 of my left lung, the bottom 1/3 of my right lung. So there was a lot going on, and things that doctors said would be permanent and progressive that I knew I was going to heal. And I didn't say that to a doctor because they don't see, not all, I shouldn't say that. The one I was talking to, and most don't see that way. They read something in a book and they're taught, this is what's happening and this is how you're going to be. But the way I felt, you can't tell me where I'm going to be tomorrow. You can tell me where I am right now. And in fact, what you're telling me is old news because you're reading a test result from a test I took yesterday. You don't know where I am today. But where I'm going to be tomorrow is my decision. I decide that. And I knew that. And I didn't share that with anyone else because I don't need anyone else's doubt getting in the way of my goal. I waited until I healed to tell people that I was in the process of healing. So people were seeing me saying hello. They didn't know what was going on with my lungs. I moved to Miami Beach. My friends didn't know. I didn't tell them. I told them how I had been because I had been much worse, but not what was going on currently. And so that's just one of the ways I feel getting to goal easier, more comfortably, is not sharing all of that with those around you. So anyway, those are the 5 things. I wanted to share 5 things. I released 5 pounds in 5 days. So the 5 most notables of WILDFIT Spring that I've noticed is, number 1, I feel good. Like, I'm euphoric. I feel so good. Like, I've been sitting down today working. I'm like, I just feel good. I've been playing Christmas carols, but that's normal for me. But I just feel good. So I feel good. Mental clarity. I am clear. I am sure. I make decisions and I'm sure. And it's just, I'm not second guessing myself at all. Decision comes and I do it. There is clear direction. So that's good. That's number 2. There's no brain fog, no fatigue, just clarity. I wake up, I get up. My alarm went off at 4. I opened my eyes, I got up. Like, wake up, I get up. And then after I meditated, I got up and practiced ballet. So it's getting better and better and better. The ketones. So I am in ketosis. And one of the symptoms of being in ketosis is reduced appetite, which I have noticed. Like, I'm just not that hungry. And it's I don't know, it's just, when I eat, the food is delicious. Like, it's more flavorful. But then when I'm done, I'm done. Like, I'm just done. I had some vegetables earlier and I actually made some chicken. I want to show you what I made, but I'm not hungry at all. I'm not sure that I'm going to eat it because I'm not hungry. And I don't want to make my body eat when I'm not hungry. I think that my body knows what it wants to do. And when I went through the WILDFIT the first time, I'm saying it like that, I have not gotten off of WILDFIT. There are different components of it, and you'll see when we get in the program, so that it can be a lifestyle that you maintain, so that you're not talking about how well you did 2 years ago and, oh, you gained it back. If you did a diet and you lost weight and you gained it back, and then you're doing the same diet again, doing the same thing, expecting a different result, come to WILDFIT. This is a different thing, and you will get a different result. This is a transformational health program. It starts on September 20th. You deserve this. Give this to yourself. Go all in. Just go all in. And that's what I did. It was like, just go all in. Just listen to the information. Do the homework, which is a 10-minute video. I would listen to the video in the mornings as I was getting ready. Listen to the video, do the homework, eat the foods. There's no counting. There are no limits. Just listen and eat. And so that's that. And then the 5th thing, and 1, release 5 pounds. So what I want to do now, something that's super important, is I want to show you, I'm getting ready to make my electrolytes. So this will be our meal today that I'm making. And then I'm going to show you the food that I made that I'm not hungry for. But these are the electrolytes. It's pink lemonade. So 1 glass of water. And when you're drinking water, it's a good idea, if you can, to get the best water available to you. There can be a lot in water, and water is meant to cleanse. So it's nice to get the best water available. So here's the water, and then 1 scoop of our electrolytes. So excited. I'm so happy. I was like on the scale, like, what? Okay. All right. So I have 1 scoop of the electrolytes, and in it goes. And this is important because I told you, and I think yesterday's video or the day before, that I awakened at 4 a.m. like I do every day. A few days ago with a cramp. My right calf was like, hello, stop, don't move, give me all your attention. So it was so funny because at first I was like, no. And then I immediately was like, love, joy, harmony, because it's a better vibration. But so you put the scoop in, you stir, and then this is a nice treat. But this will prevent that. I haven't had any cramps since, but I have one of these a day and one of the electrolyte, the base ketones, the exogenous ketones is what I have, which puts you into ketosis. There are hacks. So I'm putting a link below to my perfect keto, to the starter kit that I have. And when I started this, I was like, I am going all in. I researched to find hacks. I'm like, there's got to be something to help to make this easier, this process, so that when I'm doing this and I get a craving for something, that I have something available that will take the place of that. So this is my pink lemonade, and this is full of electrolytes. It has 60% magnesium. That is going to combat those cramps. It's got calcium as well. So a delicious drink, and I am going to have a little bit right now. It is good. It's sweet. I'm a water drinker. So I don't drink juices and all of this stuff. Now, periodically, like I would have orange juice, like actual real orange juice, but any of those flavored water, all that, I don't drink all that stuff. I love water. My mom thinks it's funny because she loves watching me drink water because she just bursts into deep laughter whenever she watches me drink water. She's like, honey, you really love it, don't you? I'm like, it's so good. So this keeps my body happy. It also combats what's called keto flu. So the fatigue that a lot of people experience as your body's getting adjusted and getting ready to be in ketosis, it combats that so you're not feeling that. And so that is my drink that I'm going to drink. And then I'm going to show you what I cooked today. So, oh my goodness, the vegetables were so good. I did Brussels sprouts, shiitake mushrooms, organic onion, organic shiitake mushrooms, organic Brussels sprouts, organic garlic, fresh garlic, and then jalapeno. The jalapeno is not organic. It's hard to get organic, or I found some difficulty getting organic jalapeno, especially on Miami Beach. It could be that I'm on an island, I'm not sure, but in Vegas, there was usually a time of year when it wasn't available. And maybe this was a time of year I never paid attention, but I always knew that there was usually a season where Whole Foods never had the organic. And sometimes the garlic as well, just because it's grown naturally versus unnaturally. So I also did shards. I just love vegetables. That's one of the reasons that the vegetarian diet worked so well for me, although my body couldn't release weight. And I'm so excited for those of you who are going to join me on this WILDFIT class, this journey, this health transformation, because there was a time I actually had a thought a few times. I thought I couldn't lose weight. And I knew that I could, but my body wasn't releasing weight. I mean, there was a time, before I was like, okay, 5 pounds here. And people want to make up excuses. So this is an excuse why, well, no, your body can release weight. Well, what was going on with my body is that I had a lot of toxins because there was a lot of illness going on. And so that's why my body wasn't releasing weight. So that's another reason that I really love the WILDFIT program, is it allows your body to release toxins. And so basically, you have billions of cells in your body, trillions. And when you have toxins in your body, the outer layer of the cells, your body packs the toxins on the outer layers of the cells to protect you. Because if the toxins are in your bloodstream, it makes you really sick. So it can only release small, tiny amounts at a time. Well, most of us are getting toxins in the body every day. So if you're getting toxins in, then more and more toxins are being packed in the cells. And so When I went on WildFit, my body was then not taking toxins in and additionally releasing, but has to release slowly. Again, it can't release all toxins at once. And the fat cells have the toxins in there. So it can't say, oh, okay, let's get all this, release all this at once because you'll get really sick. So it's a slow process. Once the outer rim of the cells are cleaned, then the body can really release. And so, and some of you are at that space where not many toxins in your body. Your bodies are just going to release. Some of you have things that are going on. You diabetes, high blood pressure. There are other topics with your body, and so this is a really good thing to do for you, and especially because of what's happening in the world right now. There, so many people are sick, and something that I've noticed is there's so much talk about getting a vaccine, but no one's talking about eating well. What else can you do? There are other things that you should be doing as well. If you've had the vaccine, great for you. Are you eating well? There's more to it. And we know that the vaccine doesn't stop it. People have had the vaccine and they're still getting sick. And so there's more to do for ourselves to keep ourselves well. And eating well is one of them, getting regular exercise and eating well. And this WILDFIT program does exactly that. So those of you who are considering, class starts on September the 20th. If you're concerned about your diet, your weight, how you feel, if you're feeling tired, fatigued, any of that, commit to signing up for the program, and then you don't have to worry anymore. It's like you're done. Fully commit. Go to the website snapbackbodywild.com. There's a link below. Commit, and that's it. Then you don't have to worry about anything anymore. You don't anymore have to think, oh wow, I'm not eating well. And one of the great rules about WildFit is once you're committed, you're signing up for the September 20th class, if that's what you're choosing to do, you don't prepare. So you don't have to stop eating cookies or stop eating chips. You don't stop eating anything. In fact, that's one of the rules, is keep doing everything you're doing. That's part of the process. So don't take anything away. So once you sign up, you almost have a free pass to keep doing what you're doing and not feel badly about it. And not feel badly. That's part of it. I did it. I was like, what? Really? I was like, okay. All right. So I did. So this is what I made. These are the organic Brussels sprouts, shiitake, jalapeno, vegetable medley. These are organic shards. And this is the organic baked chicken. And so that is what I made for lunch, but I'm not hungry. So because I had a bowl of the vegetables earlier and I'm just not hungry. So that's the meal I'm going to have. I'm so glad you're here. I will also put a link for the ketone strips and the keto kickstart pack. That's the package that I got, but I'll put the link below because you get a discount. So definitely get that discount link, click on that, use that. When you click on it, it will ask you for your email address, and then you can create your account, and then you can look at your product. My goal when I started on Monday. I wanted to have my kit here on Monday, but I ordered my kit Thursday, and I did order it next day to have it next day delivered, but it wasn't here on Monday. I think I got it on Tuesday. And so, but the good thing was I was able to see the reaction my body had without the electrolytes, without the magnesium and electrolytes. I had that cramp in my calf. It was like, hello, I need something. And so I was able to see that. Had I started off with this, I wouldn't have had that intense cramp at 4 a.m. So definitely get your Kickstart kit so that you have it. And this is a hack. Now this is a hack, but the way I'm going all in, like everything is in. I was watching a motivational video today, and Eric Thomas called it your lion. He's like, you're going to be a lion or a gazelle, and I am all in. And so I was like, I want to have tools at my house my residence. I want to have tools at my house so that if these desires, if these cravings, if I'm uncomfortable, anything, I've got something for that. There's something for that. And so I'm like, with the technology that we have today, we've got cars that you don't even have to touch the steering wheel to drive your car anymore. With that kind of technology, certainly, if I'm following a diet that's allowing my body to release the weight at a high rate, and if I feel a little discomfort because of that, certainly there's something that we know is available that can reduce that. So that's what this Kickstart pack does. So there's a link below. And I am really excited that you're here. I just jumped out of the shower, so my hair is wet. But I was so excited this morning. I was like, oh my goodness! But I could tell that I had released weight. It was really interesting phone call. I was falling asleep one night at midnight and opened my eyes and decided to buy a trip to Marco Island to go to a retreat. So a couple days ago. So I awakened, made a phone call. I was booking, I bought the workshop, and then I was calling to book the resort. And I called a number and it felt weird. The person who answered, she was asking the resort. I was like, I was thinking this doesn't. And then I was looking at the website. I was like, this isn't the right website. I'm like, I don't know who I called, but anyway, I told her I was cold. She was like, how are you doing? And I was like, well, I'm cold. I just started keto. It's day 2. Oh, I know what it was, because I was day 2, so it was Tuesday. And she said that she had done really well on it and everything. And I told her keto. It's actually WILDFIT Spring, but most people have not yet heard of WILDFIT Spring, and so they understand what keto is. There are a lot of tweaks, which is why this is so easy. But it's very similar. Everything we eat in WILDFIT Spring is keto friendly. And so, but everything on a keto diet is not something that we include in WILDFIT. There are little tweaks, little hacks that you'll all get once we start class. It's a 90-day class. But anyway, she said that she released the weight. It was a really interesting conversation. She was like, good luck to you. She's like, you're going to do really well, et cetera, et cetera. And, yeah, so it was an interesting conversation, but it just kind of felt like I was just, after I made the decision to buy that workshop and go to Marco Island, that I was supposed to have that chat with her. So I did. So enjoy your Saturday wherever you are in the world. Definitely click on the link, go to Snap Back Body Wild. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm documenting 30 days leading up to day 1 of WILDFIT class. I would love to see you there with all of us. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Simone Simpson. Sending dreams your way. Bye. Yay, 5 pounds. Released forever. Set them free.